Hello and welcome to Back Bedroom Art, and I'm sorry this is very unprofessional. I'm just holding the camera in my living room. I forgot to do a little intro, so here's the intro. So watch the video, you'll see how I make the scratchers for my scratch card channel, Life for Paul. And if you want to make them yourself, go for it, or you can wait till the end for an announcement about how you can get hold of some of the ones I make in this video and some of the previous ones as well. So enjoy! Right, so I've got loads of stuff to turn into scratchers. I got some holly. You can get these from Hobbycraft, by the way, if you're wondering where I got them from. Look at these lovely things. So my intention is to turn every single thing that you see in here, from every single pack, into a scratcher. Although I'm not sure I'm going to turn this into a scratcher. I found it and I was like, ooh, cheeky little thing. And there's, if you know what this is, by the way, message, comment. I'm turning that into a scratcher. I love that fella. And we got these as well, these other toppers. Oh, and don't forget the stuff that Dawn sent me as well. So look at these lovely things. I'm going to get these all done before Christmas. And Dawn, you know you're going to get a load sent to you. Look at this. Not sure how these will turn out. These might be a bit tricky to avoid bubbles because of the holes in them. But we'll have a go. I do like the Love Heart one. Right. All I got to do, mix up the epoxy in a mug. Using my scales. Make sure I've got the right amount. Stir it slowly to get this amount of bubbles. If you watch my videos, you'll see this. I'm not going to bore you with that bit. Here we go. Let's make some scratchers. So these are going to be the first ones. Back of all the toppers, you've got like a little sticky thing to stick on things. I'm removing those. Bump. All you're going to do, just a knife. I've got like a little craft knife. You could even use your fingernails, couldn't you? So let's remove all those. So that's all of them with the back ends removed. Horrible sticky things that they are. Ugh. So let's mix up the resin. And that's it all in. Measured up A and B, 50% of each. And just going to stir it now. Takes about 5 minutes of stirring. Do it slow. Slow you go, the less bubbles you get. But yeah, yucky mess. Here we go. I usually put the YouTube on and watch the video while I'm doing it. So let's see what I can find. No matter how slow you do it, you always get bubbles. But I'm just going to wait for a load of them to pop. Time and the fact that it heats up, the mixture does, makes most of the bubbles disappear. But yeah, leave it for a few minutes. Hope for a load of the bigger ones to pop. Right, start off with by putting a little blob of resin at the bottom, and using the handy dandy candle lighter, you can get rid of a lot of the bubbles. Don't worry, you won't set fire to anything. Famous last words. Then what you do is you get the thing that you're going to put into the scratcher. Make sure you put it in upside down. I learned that lesson a long time ago. Okay, so it's in. Then pour on top enough resin to cover it. Do it slowly. Go fast. I guarantee you'll go too much. I'm going to go as slowly as this, otherwise you'll never fill the damn thing. These ones are a little bit thicker than I'd normally use, so I might have to really go above and beyond to get enough in. But you get the idea. That's a shame because the Love Hearts don't fit, so I'll have to be used to something else. So what I'll do is I'll just put my finger in the scratcher like that. What a div. I'll just do some more of the faces. Bit of a disaster because they are all floating because they are so light. I'm going to push them down. The only thing I can hope to do is wait for the resin to cure for a bit, and hopefully the thicker resin will hold them down. But that's going to take a lot of luck in timing it right. Damn, I'm blessed. This is what happens though with art. I just spoke to Anna Donlin, and she does resin art as well, and she's already told me way to get around this. So I don't think I'll have this issue again. So what she's saying to do, and I can't do it, it's too late for these ones, is pour a little bit of resin in. You know how I started them off? Put the little bit of wood piece in, let that set, and then fill her up. So do it in 2 stages. And Anna, thank you for that tip. The master has become the apprentice. Thank you so much for that, Anna. Nice. I feel a bit stupid. I should have thought of that. But it's what you do in art, isn't it? You share. It's not a competition. It's not about who's the best and keeping things a secret. I'm pushing them all down now. I know they're going to float back up, but I don't like the idea of leaving them above the surface. So I'm sure you don't want to watch me doing this, so you can come back and you can see how I get on. Okay, so art isn't always tidy, it isn't always clean, it's sometimes messy, and this surely is messy. I have had a bit of a disaster with these. So can't use these, as we saw. Oh god, they've stuck to here now. Well, they're too big to go in, so they can't be used. Hey, let's see how these turned out anyway. So, oh, isn't that pretty? One thing I can guarantee is they'll be hard. It's a bit weird. It's a bit, yeah. I like them, but I think because they're so thick, it was hard to get quite a smooth bottom to them. So they sit, you know, a bit wibbly wobbly, but they do look very pretty. Well, I like the present one. And how did these fellas turn out? Really good, actually. I like that one. That one's my favourite at the moment. He's a cheeky little chappy. I like him too. Hey, Smiler. There's a Smiler. So when I do these next, I'm going to do it Anna Donnelly's way. I'm going to pour a little bit of resin in, let it set, and then complete the process. It will double the time it takes to make them, but if it improves the quality, I'm all for it. So they've turned out really well. There's some bubbles in there. I knew there'd be bubbles because of the gaps, but they're not too bad. They're good enough. Do you know what I mean? They're good enough, and the next batch will be even gooder. So what I've got to do is, well, mix up another load of resin and start the process again. Right, we'll see how the next ones turn out. So there you are, with a little bit of resin and then the scratcher. Oh, rather, the whole thing is a scratcher. There it is with a bit of resin and then the insert inside. So all I've got to do now, and I've mixed up the resin, is top them up. Right, now they're all shiny and topped up. It's, well, 24 hours of curing. Yum, yum, yum. I wonder how these gingerbread men will turn out. So that's another load done. I'm always excited at this part. Let's see how they turned out. So let's start with the holly. Ooh, very nice. Ooh. The baubles. Oh, aren't they cute? Yeah, I like those. Oh, they've gone right into my favourites. Baubles. More resin on my top. The deer's cute, but I really like the bear. If I put that behind my back, it means I've got a bear behind. Ha! Right, that's enough of that, Paul. Right, let's see how these gingerbread men turned out. Oh no, there's a bubble in that one. Oh yeah, there we go. There's always going to be one. There's always going to be one, which ain't quite spectacular. That, I don't know what's happened there. There we go, that's good. So we've got a couple of not two good ones. And then we got some good ones. It took a long time to make these because it was pour a bit in, put the like gingerbread man or the bauble in, let it set, and then top it up. It was worth it. They do look sweet. That one, don't like the bubble, and that one seemed to have picked up some sort of bit of dirt, probably in the case when I made it. But there you go, another load. Yay! Should I do some more? Yeah, let's do some more. Here we go. So that's the last batch that I'm doing at the moment before Christmas. Let's see how they turned out. So, yeah, all right. I mean, have we got a card somewhere? We have. So here's how they scratch. I mean, they scratch very nice. Very, very nice. So, yeah, I'm not sure. What I've been doing as well is doing a bit of quality control. So things like here, it obviously drifted slightly off center. I don't know. I mean, I'm never going to be perfect, but some of them, like here, with the bubbles. So you can see that I don't like the bubbles. So fails quality control. I'm really debating on that one. But this cheeky little chap, lovely, no bubbles in the center, nice. Bubble. See, and this is what happens when I make them. So it's one of the reasons why I stopped selling them a while back, because I would try and make them to order, and you get the inevitable issue. And the problem I was having is when I had an issue with them, I was very reluctant to sell them, because I do have a little bit of pride, and unfortunately doing 2 layers does tend to cause the odd issue with your bubble creeping in. Oh, I'm not doing too well here at all. Oh, he's way off center, so he's no good. Yeah, too many bubbles. Oh my days, really not done well. Drifted off center, so not too keen on that one. Oh, drifted off center, so not keen on that one. He's gone a little bit off center, but I quite like the look of it, so he's survived. And then a bubble. Damn, I'm blessed. So of those, I only got 3 that I actually think are worthwhile selling. And you'll see why I said selling, because a lot of people asked about whether they can buy them or not. And yeah, I think I will sell them. Hang on, just one sec. So I got these 3 fellas. These I've made before. These are just made out of the shavings from scratch cards. I got some hands, orange and yellow. They turned out really well. Couple of gingerbread guys. There's another of these almost like Sicilian ones. I know it's too late for Christmas, but there's a couple of baubles, a butterfly one from before, and a couple of these. I do like these lenticolor ones, where they like shimmer in the light. So I've got these. Which I'm quite happy to sell if anybody's interested in buying one, because I did ask, and a lot of people said they would love one. It is first come, first served. So I suppose all that's left is a price, and to be honest with you, it's very expensive. The resin, the postage, and the actual inserts as well. So I would probably say a tenner for each one of these. Okay, and it's first come, first served. So if you want a gingerbread fella, there's only 2. If you want one of these smiley faces, there's not many. But what I will say, and I'll just move those to one side. If anybody's interested in one of the ones that didn't go through my quality control, I'm pretty much happy to sell them for a £5, which will literally, I will be not making any money whatsoever on them. I'll be making a loss on each one. So yeah, so if you're interested in one of these, a £5. You know, you know, 3 for a tenner. How's that for a deal? So, but that's only on these ones, the ones with the floor in. But you might not mind that. You might not mind that, and they do still scratch just as well as the ones that turned out perfect. Because at the end of the day, it's just the bubbles or slightly off center. So email me at Backbedroom Art. Is it Backbedroom Art or Backbedroom Art 105? What I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this. So, and this is where I'm canny, you'll only hear one. So email me at backbedroomart@gmail.com. So if I did that right, you'd have only heard one. But it is first come, first served again with these as well. So £5 each, 2 for a tenner, or move them carefully. The ones that pass through quality control, the ones that would probably be the ones that I'd be proud to have on my scratch table, £10 each, okay? Email me and let me know. First come, first served. And the only way I'll accept payments, so it's upfront and everyone knows, is via PayPal. So not giving out bank details or anything like that. So yeah, so it'd only be via PayPal. Oh, I don't, you know, I always feel a bit sordid doing all that because it's money. But yeah, I can't give them away for free like I used to. I must have given away hundreds, easily hundreds. So many I gave away for free. And if you want to know what's in the pipeline, and again, I'm so disorganised, look at these little snowmen. Wouldn't they have been nice for Christmas? So these sort of like my next scratchers, and I've got some of these as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll be making some more. So if you want to advance order, you can advance order. Yeah, there you go. Right, so nothing else to say other than please email if you're interested, and if you're not, just leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and well, you know, you've seen how to make them. You can have a go yourself, can't you? I mean, if you want to make one of these yourself, buy the resin. It's about 40 quid for a couple of, well, I say a couple, you need the 2. It's about 40 quid for your resin. Then you need the molds, which are, I think, about a tenner for 5 or something like that. Then obviously you need the inserts, and then everything else, you know, like the flames, something to heat them up. Yeah, the scales, make sure you measure. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. Watch the video, you'll see. I'm waffling, aren't I? I'm waffling. Right, look after yourselves and those you love, and I will see you again in another video real soon.